Good afternoon guys, all at Alan's Allotment. It's Sunday the 28th of March 2021. As you can probably hear outside, it's been absolutely pouring down all day. It's now 2 PM in the afternoon and I've just been having a good old potter today. So I'll give you a quick spin round and then I'll show you what we've been doing. So the first thing you'll notice is we've had a tidy up in the greenhouse. We've moved all the wood from down here and all the wood that was sitting on the beds. Basically I need to get cracking now, and I was just tripping over it. We've still got some stuff to move next weekend if the weather's right. That'll go over, because the cardboard will go over to go under those growing beds, the pallet collars. A bit of a tidy up on here now, and these are all my onions. And as you can see, from here across we've got Stuttgart and a full tray of Stuttgart. Sorry, the middle one, there we go. Let's zoom in. Middle one Stuttgart, full tray, and this half a tray. And then this half of the tray is the red Ampostia, red onion, and that full tray at the back is the same. We really need to start getting these potted on now guys. Some will be kept for spring onions, as I say, and kept in bunches, but I really want to start pricking some of these out maybe next weekend and pop them on, so getting them ready for to go into the garden. Under the bench you'll see our garlic is all coming along fine. We've just watered these again, and our onions. Up to here's garlic. You can see the slight difference in colour. And under here is our onions. We've had some radish, it's still growing, but I've noticed one or two little slugs or something have been eating one or two of them, but I've just left them in for them to carry on. They seem to stick to them ones. These were the red meat radish, winter radish. They haven't got any size on them yet, so I'm just waiting to leave them to see how they come out. But yeah, still got our leeks in our tray down there. We just watered them again. Up here we've got our 60 beetroot that we sowed. We've got really good germination on that. We put 6 leeks in pots just as a trial to see how they come on, if they're going to work or whether we're going to plant some. We planted 24 swede and all 24 came up. And as you can see, we've now got some holes in here. We've potted on some of these lettuce, 4 or 5 of the Lola Rossa, and some of the all year round lettuce, sorry. In here you'll see is my carrot seeds that are germinated, and also down this side we had peppers and aubergines down here. The peppers still showed no sign of life, but the aubergines have showed signs of chitting. And I've planted a lot of these carrots already. I'm going to leave them in there till next weekend. I've had enough for today. We'll do another bucket next weekend with those. We've now we've put 2 in a pot, 2, 4, 6, 8. We didn't put any of that. We put the 8 peppers in here with a bell cloche over the top, and we've closed it off on the top. See if they'll come on in compost. And we've planted the aubergines, 1 in each pot, so there was 6 aubergine. I don't want that many, but we'll see if any does germinate. They were starting to chit, 1 or 2 of them were starting to chit. This one here and the one at the back there I think, and 1 in the middle. So we'll just see if I can get 2 or even 3 plants, that'll be fine. Likewise with the peppers, we've got 8 in. If I get 2 or 3, it'll be more than enough for me guys. In here we've planted a bucket full of carrots, as you can see. Probably, I don't know, 25, 30 carrots or something in here guys. Our tomatoes, we did get some come up. We've got 4 money makers have popped up in there. Sorry, 4 Alicante out of the 10. So there's 4 actually germinated. and they're still continuing on in spite of the weather. We've just got that little bit of a cold frame over them to keep the worst of the cold off them. And then as a backup, somewhere, oh yes, as a backup I've just planted some Moneymaker, and we've planted 1 to a cell, 5, 10. There's no way I need that many, but just in case we get poor germination again, and if I get a couple of these, 2 or 3 of them, and 2 or 3 of the Alicante, that'll more than do me. Anyone who wants the others can have them if they germinate. So yeah, I'm a little bit grieved at this though. These are the Moneymakers. I didn't have any in, and I went and bought some out of B&Q when I was getting some wood for the greenhouse yesterday. And there was about 10 seeds in there, just bog standard Moneymaker, and they were £3. £3 for 10 seeds. So needless to say, we won't be shopping there for seeds ever again. And we bought a load of these little pots. These are going to be to pop my onions on. I think I've got about 60 pots there. So they'll be to pot the onions on next week. We've got them in there. I'm really hoping these can live it out in these little cells. When I planted them into the ground, the roots were down to the bottom of the cells. So they've done well to get this far. I only hope I can get another week out of them so I can get one of those raised beds put together and filled up, and then we can get these lettuces in. Perhaps next weekend, rather than cracking on with the greenhouse or anything, we'll get the pallet collared beds done, cardboarded out, filled with compost, because I need to start getting the Swedes in as well, and the beetroot. And then we'll be somewhere near caught up again, guys, I think. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. Give you a quick round up in the shed, and then I'm going home for some food. Right guys, it's just a quick video today. Same as yesterday's was a bit lengthy. So today I came up, we came up pretty early actually, but one of the neighbours on the allotment came up for a bit of a chat and talking nearly an hour or so, and held me back. Never mind. Social distancing, of course, by the way. So we got the wood moved from the polytunnel, got all that stacked away in the back shed where the pigeon corn is and everything. I thought I'm going to have to do something. Even though it's raining, I need to do something. So we got the wood moved off there, and then once I got that done, that gave me the motivation. I thought, those carrot seeds need to get transplanted now. Let's germinate it in the tub. So that'll do the carrots in a bucket. So I done 1 bucket, but the weather, I had to trail over the other side to get some compost, drill some holes in the bucket, and I was soaked through just doing that. So I just done the 1 bucket. To soak all the bed down, because it was still dry where the wood had been laying and everything. That was still very, very dry. So I had to put 6 litre water, 6 litres of water out of the watering can on that to let that start soaking in. Once I'd done that, I thought, right, well, you know what, I better plant some of these lettuces. I'm going to lose the lot. So I put a few lettuces in the front row like I did last year, and they'll be used for picking leaves. The ones that are going to go over the beds eventually, we might just let them heart up. And we won't eat all of them, so we'll give some to Michelle and Tony, and they can have some. The beetroots, I need to get them in. Want to get them in while they're nice and small. They'll go another week or even 2 yet in those cells, as long as they're kept watered. And the turnips, they're starting to get a little bit on the leggy side. I could just pop them on again, separate them and pot them into individual pots, but to be honest, I want to just separate them and get them straight in the bed and get them grown. So we'll see what next weekend brings weather-wise. Actually, I've just thought, I'm only working 3 days this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I'm off Thursday, and then I'm off from the 1st of April to the 8th. So with a bit of luck, we'll get cracking and get something done. Planted some more tomatoes in case anything should happen to the Alicante. Put some money makers in. I do like the money maker tomatoes, and I always used to grow those. So we'll put some of those in. I need to get some of those onions potted on, and I might just plant some fresh leeks as well, guys. We'll wait and see how it goes. I'm not really a fan of leeks, so I might put a few in for Mrs. C and perhaps Michelle and Tony, but I personally don't really like leeks. And because I've used every bed except 2 over in the growing area for potatoes, at least until later in the year. I will plant seeds that can go in later in the year, but not just yet. There's no rush. But I probably will put a few leeks in for the back end or something like that. I'm not going to rush with those. Not bother about getting the spring leeks. The winter ones will do. So yeah, been in the stock loft, made sure all the rings were still on the youngsters I rung yesterday, and they are still on, so that's good. They shouldn't come back off now, guys. I've just been in and given them the second feed because it's 2:30 now, and I'm going home for the day, so I'm not going to go down to trail back up at 4 o'clock to give them the second feed. I've just put it in the trough now, and then it's done. I'm having this cup of coffee that I've just made myself because it's absolutely freezing. And then I'm going to go down and get some food and possibly do these videos for you guys. So don't forget to like, thumbs down, whichever, subscribe if you aren't already subscribed, and comments if you have any comments that you'd like to make. You can always contact me on an email in the description field below, and visit my website. There'll be a link down in the description as well. So in total we've got 14 young birds in there. We had 2 complete filled nests. Everything else has got 1 or 2 youngsters. But yeah, it is what it is, guys. Still pretty cold and windy, and I'd like to think what it would have been like if I hadn't put that polythene around the area at the front. However, last year I bred that way without the polythene over there, and we still managed to breed youngsters, but we did have poor hatch rates on the first nest. I've babbled on long enough. We'll keep this one nice and short and sweet. For now, guys, wherever you are in the world, please stay safe, be practical, keep yourselves out of harm's way. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.